Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker. So, this will be the intro that I'm using for it for a while, guys, just because I'm probably going to be playing this straight and probably won't have time to do intros and outros. So, I hope everybody here enjoys, and thank you for watching this, and let's go ahead and start it right up.
Alright, welcome back everybody. We're doing another round of Final Fantasy. Last episode, we arrived back here at Valdissian Annex. We killed Hydaelyn, sadly enough. But now we're talking to Cryle as we head on to the next thing, and as we remember, Taru gave us a new outfit, but I have messed with it and it is now back to where it needs to be. This outfit. So we're good. So let's go and talk to Cryle. You're back. I take you received your gift from Tataru? It was a surprise long in the making, with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realized and with great success. If you're looking for the others, though, they've already taken their leave. Stola, Thanker, and Eorzeans have gone to Last Stand for a bite to eat. Alice and Grati, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at the Numanen. As for Alpha and Ernestine, well, they like to pay a visit to the Olivier estate, though Estinian seems somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would be glad for the company if you were in mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I'd suggest going to Last Stand before your stolen others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run along in a battle-fatigued mess, or so do remember to get a good night's sleep. Oh, so that's gonna be fun. So I gotta run down there. Ah, dude, it's great playing this. So we're gonna get one last meal before the real fighting starts. Oh my god, I can only imagine what Alphina is doing to Estinian right now. He is probably doing so much... Is that Nero? What the hell? I don't talk to Nero. No, I'm not neglecting my duties. Honestly, I'm not allowed to even a moment to myself. A genius needs time to reflect on his thoughts, you know. Our trailer is a mobile, and I would count myself fortunate having had the opportunity to help build it. A pity I did not come here sooner of the things I could have done with the fruits of their research. Not that it is any of your business, mind you, though I suppose I could have found a way to apply that knowledge to further improvements to the Ark as well. It's not entirely wrong. Friends! Try as she might, Tara, no chance standing between you and a hearty meal. Don't worry, we saved some for you. Hast thou perchance had opportunity to partake of the rainbow pudding? Owing to its striking flavor and somewhat garish appearance, 'tis quite popular. Indeed, so popular that Last Stand's stock hath been entirely exhausted. I should hope at the very least Pudding Way did sup up some of this most delectable of desserts. Hydaelyn, come make our trio quartet have you. Please have a seat and we'll talk about getting you a drink.
Your business with Tataru was finished. My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
You've nothing left to prove, not to Reign nor Mephilia. We'll get through this together. Just make sure you bring enough ammunition. Yeah, we'll get through this together.
Gods, it feels like only yesterday that we went on that mission to Drybone. We've both changed much since then, have we not?
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust is settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reign one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
I didn't even see my character drink. Yeah. We're just seeing everybody hanging out. can always count on your friends to help you maintain perspective. A pity mine takes a pleasure to it. I'd like to think I'm good to give as good as I get, though I'd fare better with occasional assist from consummate toddler. So no, good fun. I wouldn't have it any other way. Say, whence came this hick, simulacrum that standeth beside thee? I see falsely, but you're still unthinker, but moments ago employed the self-same doubling magic. Alright then, hick, keep thy secrets. Getting so soon, I suppose it's for the best. We'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with your Yonjay. I just dare say the others will welcome your company as well, if you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. It brings up a very valid point. The question is, what am I going to do as my character after I beat Endwalker? I know Island Sanctuary is a thing. My only curiosity, like I've been seeing people do this, so I'm curious what the hell that's supposed to be. Assuming that has to be the return thing. But I always see it stay up, so did they change that animation? Because if they did not, I'm assuming that's Island Sanctuary. I could be wrong. Well, I'm more curious to see what Alize and Graha are up to be honest. But they brought up a valid point. I don't know what I'm going to do at the end of Endwalker with this game. I mean, there's the raid, there's the trial, there's Alliance raid I have to do. The question is just, like, how long is it going to take for it to get out? I know they said as far as I understand, I think sometime, it's either towards the end of this month or next month, I think they're supposed to release stuff out and start getting stuff ready. Just a question of when. Oh, Graha. Gone. They're both gone. Try speaking out there, but she is fast asleep. Oh god, this is gonna be funny. Poke him. Poke Graha first, that'd be the funniest one to mess with. My character gonna fall asleep with them?
Oh. Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come.
You got a marker?
Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love, you deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer, so much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
I think Graha woke up.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Not that there's any shame in it.
but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Where's she going?
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
What are you talking to me for? There's Crow right there.
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
Oh, we're taking pictures. We're gonna give them the alpha now so you can have something to laugh at later.
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
Jesus.
And you?
Secret, just enjoying a little peace and quiet. Nothing in particular. It's a secret. Oh, I take Alice's thread very seriously. Not one word. Just like, oh, okay, that's what you're saying. God, I didn't realize I was so tired. One moment I was resting my eyes, and the next, I should go and get some air. Maybe a quick bout of training, but not sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Last time, it seemed like you wanted to kill me. It's enough reading for one day, and as we don't know how long we'll be away, I'd best return these books before we depart. And eat. I'm absolutely famished. What about you? I mean, my character already ate. I see. Perhaps I'll stop the last stand on my way back. Nothing else, these two seem to be in good spirits. Still, I'll see them back to the annex for some proper rest, even if I had to drag them by the ears. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm glad they gave me at least a little bit of comedy with Alice doing that. She seemed very threatening at the time. Although they made my character just like seem like she was just like just offended by the fact she said that to us. She's like, it'd have been funnier if our character just looked a little bit more shocked. It's like, okay, I listen to you, ma'am. We won't do nothing. I'm still telling Alpha no, by the way. They should have let me sit there and say something. Be like, just repeat what she says, or it's just like, I don't know. Alpha no would probably pay a lot for this one. I curry favor with him. I get something in return later. Game's so much fun. Jesus, the fact that people beat this within like probably the first couple of days does not surprise me in a bit. I cannot imagine that first 3 days were horrible. Like I'm noticing, I think there is like a bit of a drop off of some players coming in now because there's not too much to do after you beat the story. I mean, there is some stuff to do, but not on the level most of these players want to do it right now. Is that a Stinian dressed up in nice outfit?
Oh. What brings you here?
Can we please say something about Alice being the way she was?
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Oh, that stuff's great.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just, it was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
I just follow Stinian.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
I suppose I think you both as well. You're never one to forsake a friend, Alphino. I'm counting on you.
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Hydaelyn meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
This game is so chill. All that remains is trying to annex to get my armor one last polish. I expect Alphino's maintenance to carry out on those floating things of his too. Few of our comrades decided to remain a while in Charlene after making their deliveries. Did you happen to pass any on the way here? I just realized, like, I don't know where they're going to take this story after we beat this. Or I beat this. I'm just really curious, because they said this is not the end. That they have more planned. The question is what have they possibly got planned? There's so much available. I mean, the Void is one thing I keep thinking maybe they're going to expand upon. Maybe the other Reflections. Maybe something goes on there and we keep trying to keep them safe. It really makes me curious on how that's going to be approached. But yeah, it's just like I never know. We won't find out for a while now. And I can't ever go back to like a Realm Reborn style startup because most people couldn't handle it anymore. Welcome back, Hydaelyn. Return to catch a few final winks before embark on your mission or soon. You'll be happy to know your chamber's been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoyed the sweet streams on this final night before the big day. That night at the Royal Mangerie in Alamigo. What chances at Xeno? I was thinking, what are the chances at Xenos?
never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
And thus it dawns. The day of reckoning.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments. From the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all. The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready.
Pog.
The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Wait! Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
You count on us? You too, Tataru. I say you too, Tataru. Suppose this is where we part ways for now, at least. Would that I had sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart. Mayhap the teachings of Galuf Beldisium will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. One sees words beyond as an open interpretation. I think, but for me, it would be the things I cherish most in life. Things I believe are worth fighting for. Something to consider as you venture into the Sea of Stars. Alright. We're heading down. Well, seeing the fact that I see people with the thing Endwalker, I know you come back. Oh my god, this is so nice that I picked up the flying thing. Oh, beautiful. Gotta go down fast, brother. Gotta run, gotta fly, gotta fly. Yeah, it says you can't fly in here. I guess it's because it's probably because I know people will be screwing around in here too much. To be honest, I couldn't blame them on that front. Oh yes, I know your reputation. Your mail precedes you. At any rate, might I help you? I don't know who that person is. Alpha, brother. QQQ. Appears to be trying to cheer you on. Flip flop. Miniature model Omega appears to be staring intently at the art. Yes. Mr. Kryl tells me your investigation of my theories of Akasha and its relation to final days has made clear source of our woes. I'm glad to know my work was of some benefit, but I could not have shared it had you not rescued me from the tower that day. I owe you a great debt, one I may never fully repay, but I shall try nonetheless. Not only through my research, but through my desire to see you succeed, which I believe may influence the Akasha in our favor. Small though the effect may be, yes, so long as we have hope, there is a chance we may influence the outcome of this calamity. First, the great X is now this. It seems there's no end to our work. Truth, more than a few gleaners were distressed to learn that their earlier efforts were for nothing. It was no easy task convincing them that the new plan was the best. I can tell you that. I can tell you every man believes in this is the wisest course, but I can say that all will be forgiven if you deliver us from the coming doom. If you don't, well, at least you want to get the ear for I certainly will. Sean, man is no said to fear what he does not know, yet you would venture into the greatest of unknowns. I say to you, daughter of man, that you need not fear. So long as man shares a bond with the dragonkind, so too does he share our kinship with the heavens, and our ancient home amidst the stars infinite. I pray you go forth and prove this bond of ours tempered and tested, shall endure and be broken for 1,000 years. Funnily enough, they'd see that brute Sakkad left without warning, leaving me to carry all those cumbersome containers, but he failed to send you off in his serve. What could possibly be more deserving of his attention at a time like this? It's no easy thing to say leave the star to us, but we must, and we will. As proud members of Silence, we have a duty to uphold. We needn't do it alone. Those dark days when we were driven from the rising stones and hunted as traitors are a thing of the past. We have allies in abundance now. Which is to say, you needn't worry about us. Go forth in the knowledge that Silence will labor without rest in your absence. Though us fellow Scions couldn't be here, they wanted me to tell you that no matter what calamity may befall us, they will never give up, and neither should you. No matter how far you may go, we will be with you in spirit. No matter how dark it may seem, your light will shine and endure. We were quite fortunate that the Loperoitis Hyperhopper was based on principles similar to those of ethereology. Integrating it with the Ark's existing systems might well have been impossible otherwise. We have Charlian's wealth of knowledge, I suppose, but there is technology far beyond anything we've ever studied. You're familiar with teleportation, match? Yes, momentary conversion of volume to ether that may travel via the life stream from one physical point to another. The Hyperhopper enables transport through a similar method, but not one involving a life stream. Rather, it utilizes highly condensed ether to create an ethereal current of its own. This current is exponentially faster and more powerful than naturally occurring one to which we are accustomed, so much so in fact that ethereal conversion on the physical form is not a prerequisite for traversal. If you are concerned about side effects such as ethereal sickness, you need to be. You should emerge at your destination hale and whole. In theory, at the very least, I can assure you it's safer than experimental aetherites you used to reach Radzahan. Moonbrita has been on my mind more of late. How different her life might have been if not for our research in teleportation magics. Perhaps she would never have gained an interest in theological studies. But to abandon our work with a misplaced guilt for she would be a disservice to the memory of who she was. Nay, it was because of her that we found the resolve to carry on, and now we stand at the edge of a new frontier, with a ship ready to bear you onto the distant stars and beyond. This arc is as much your accomplishment as is ours. I regret nothing. Brother. Arc is missing one last, but very crucial component before we ready to take off. It should be arriving shortly. Let us hear what Father has to say. They've set work on our Arc soon, but certainly wouldn't know by looking at it. Quite the turnout, wouldn't you say? Then again, who wouldn't want to be present for a once-in-a-lifetime event? I'll send word to the Alliance leaders the very moment the ship takes off. Obviously, they couldn't be here, but I'm sure they'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Wasn't expecting quite so many people to be seeing us off. This is the pinnacle of ethereal chemistry, a synthesis of modern innovation and ancient wisdom of Alak. The Arc's engine appears to be capable of processing condensed ether in quantities I never thought possible. For so many to see us off like this would be wholly unnecessary. Still, I'm not begrudging them for seeing us, wishing us well. That Wolfson and Bluida should be in attendance is most unexpected. I am nonetheless heartened by their presence. Back to you. So this ship though bears off onto Ultimate Thule. Alright guys, unfortunately though we do at the end of the episode at some point, and this is the point I'm choosing to end it. We were sitting at a 35-minute episode, pretty good. We got to enjoy our last minute time here on Aetherius with our friends. Before we take the send-off, go on the Ark, and head to the Ultimate Thule. So with that, all I have to say is this. Please enjoy the outro that Past Demon will give you. And starting tomorrow's episode, we board the Ark, head to Ultimate Thule, and see if we cannot stop Mitra, whatever her name is, from doing anything bad. I forgot her name. I'm not gonna lie. I'm lazy sometimes, so we'll get when we get there. So, see you guys tomorrow.
Alright, everybody, this is Demon telling you goodbye. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Endwalker. Again, I probably won't get too lucky and have too many openings because there's gonna be so many people playing Endwalker. So I'm doing a custom little outro for it this time around. So as I always sit there and say, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks.